Holy shit. I'm just tired. I've been working all fucking day long. I don't even have fucking time for myself anymore. So, yeah. I really don't even care, bro. How? Whatever. I don't care. Whatever, bro. I don't give it up. I fucking don't care, dog. I don't care. I'm just fucking phone is. Hello? Get the fuck out of my eyeballs. You gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be kidding me, bro. Just get in there. God, I hate it. I hate it. Somebody help me. Where did everything go? Did they update this thing? Okay, this is weird. Wow. Don't we feel smart? Aren't we just like the smartest motherfucker on the planet? I think we might be. I don't want to toot my own horn or anything. You know, it's better if people say it so I don't have to say it. You know what I'm talking about? Or not. Fuck out of here. Oh. Cool, it's exactly what I wanted to do. Oh, shit. Alright, oh, fuck. I hate myself. I'm just kidding, no I don't. I'm just really tired. That's not how you do that. Fucking tired. Well, I have a beer. We just got off work. Okay. We're gonna get our first vein. Can you guys see it? Right here. Australia? Crikey. That's way out there in the big old blue, you know what I'm talking about? I won't say it. I'm gonna say it. Shrimp on the barbie. Ooh. I was like, I just want one beer. All I can afford is just one beer. I gotta be to work by 9 in the morning tomorrow. All I want is one beer. What kind of beer am I gonna drink? I don't want a Four Loko. I don't want any of that. I just want one fucking beer that's gonna feel good. I was like, what beer am I gonna drink? Fucking Voodoo Rangers, hello. Oh, do you come from a land down under? A Vegemite sandwich. I know a good, actually, oh, we're just gonna get a fucking copyright strike. I got paid today and I get paid tomorrow. Isn't that cool? Because we have 2 jobs. I want to play that song, but every time we get can anybody like break down copyright strikes for me? What does that mean? I mean, I know what it means, but like, how many do you get? Do you get like, is it 3? Is it fucking, are there like ones that are worse than the others? I don't know. Oh, I guess it could be worse than the others if the person like has it set to where, you know, you can't use any of their music, as opposed to like you have to pay them if it gets monetized, right? Bruce, oh, it's so good to see you again. You still hungover? You probably gave yourself a good case of alcohol poisoning. I only got like 45 minutes. So let's talk about stuff. Hurry up, let's go. Bruce! Like Bruce Wayne? Batman! I'm just gonna add on another identity because I can have all of them. Because I'm that guy. I am Batman too. So fucking get over it. What is that? Let's hear. I have a really good remix of that song. Like, not my remix, but I found it, and it's very good. It's very, very good. I appreciate the 3 people that, or 2 now, that decided to come through and fucking hang out for a little bit. I'm very, very tired. That's a good remix. If I can guess, it's probably Bruce in here and fucking Chaos. You don't make an alt like that just to, oh, one of you is gone. I'm wrong. And I was gonna say, you don't make an alt like that just to like come say hi and then dip the fuck out. Or maybe you do. I don't know. What's up? You know, just working like crazy. If you guys want some really good news, I scheduled my surgery. So if you guys see me on here, the next time you see me and I'm live and I'm e-bagging, you know what I mean? I'm just kidding. But like, for real. Like, if you guys, just know that if I do get donated to now, that it's going to a fund for surgery, which will be October 18th. I wanted December or January. It would give me time to heal before EDC, and also like give me time to save up and get all my finances in order. It's not like I have to pay for the whole surgery, but paying for, you know, the anesthesia fees and like other fees. Like, one of them is when they chop my tits off, they send them to the lab to get tested for breast cancer. I got to pay for that. I got to pay for my EKG. I got to pay for like all of my other bullshit, unless I can get my Well, that didn't make any sense. I'm glad I caught myself before I fucking said it. Anyway, yeah, so obviously the EKG is going to be there. I'm going to have to fucking pay for that. I have to pay for quite a other few things like the Airbnb, which I don't mind. The surgery itself is $12,000, but because I am in a progressive state, and they have uh mildly, not even mildly. I mean, it's free healthcare. You know, everybody was screaming about it for so long. I have it. I mean, it's not okay. It's not free. I pay $60 a month, um, or $30. Wait, I paid $30, but it's covered. The insurance. Thank God they got the request into my insurance company before February 1st because my insurance company does not work with that center anymore, unfortunately, but they were still able to honor it. So it is going to be $0 as far as the procedure goes, but I have to pay for bills for 2 months or maybe even longer. It might even be smart to save up longer because I don't know about these jobs. You know, you can't put all your eggs in one basket. What happens if they just fire my ass while I'm out on, unless they can't fire you if you're out on disability, can they? Or can they? Either way, it would be smart to save up more than what I needed to pay my bills and rent and all that other shit. I'm gonna have to pay for prescriptions. Um, Shit, I may even have to pay somebody to come by and help me out. I'm not gonna be able to do very much of anything, even wipe my ass, really. So, I know nobody wants to do that for free. So I might have to pay somebody, you know, like, what is reasonable at that point? I don't fucking know. But anyway, there's stuff that I do have to pay. I rounded it up to about 4,000, 5,000. But what I need to come up with immediately is the anesthesia fee. Everything that I have to pay to the center has to get paid. It says 4 weeks on the email, but they told me 6 weeks over the phone. So that doesn't leave me any fucking time. Like, I literally have this month and like the first 2 weeks of next month. Right? No. Yes. No. I have until the first 2 weeks of September. No. Yeah, I'm getting top surgery. I'm chopping my tits off. So we'll be there for a week. I do plan on my biggest thing is when I was looking for research and I don't have a lot of transgender friends or even LGBT friends, so I really didn't have a lot of people to go to talk to about it. And I'm not a good talker about, like, don't get me wrong, like, I can rant and debate all damn day long, but when it comes about talking about stuff and like what I'm going through and stuff like that, I'm not very good at it. So I just did a lot of research on YouTube and I kind of did vlogs and what they were talking about, and I did a lot. You know, I was watching a lot, and I kind of just like, if you hear one thing from like, you know, that they're, you know, 5 people or 6 or 7 fucking people that have done the thing and they're going through this one thing, then you're probably gonna look at it like, yeah, that's a possibility that can happen, or that does happen. You know what I mean? YouTube isn't the best research, obviously. I did Google some things, but I kind of wanted to see, you know, the whole process of like the top surgery. You guys could watch my surgeon actually do. I probably. I'm just hoping that we don't come out on the other side with the opiate addiction or opioid, whatever the fuck. So friendly heads up, you do have to stop smoking weed. No, it's not. It doesn't cost anything. And I'm not going to Mexico. If I'm going to Mexico, we're getting abortions or something. I don't know. I'm sorry. Fuck. But you have to stop smoking weed a little bit before the surgery, and nicotine, and you can't drink like while you're in San Francisco, you know, which I would love to do because I've never been there. But I will have the morning time in San Francisco to like check it out a little bit, which should be fun because I really want to see Alcatraz. Like I've heard all the fucking stories, like, well, maybe not all, but I've heard enough to where it's seen enough to where I'm like, yo, that's like right there, and it's huge. It's actually, back in its time, it was the most secure prison in the country. Well, if it's on a fucking island, you know what I mean? Like, sharks a little bit, you know what I mean? Thanks, Chaos. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, draining tubes. So that's the main reason why they want you to stay about a week in San Francisco. It is until you get your drains out. And then once you get your drains out, you're kind of really good to go. And you're kind of like on your own. Obviously, there could be complications with like the nipples, because they do remove the whole nipple. They remove the nipple first. Imagine trying to remove a nipple off of breast that's not attached to anything. It just, whatever. But anything. So they remove the nipple first, and then they chop off the whole boob, and it's a free nipple graft, so they do put them back on, unless I don't want them on, which some people choose not even to have them put back on. Or however that happens. I don't know. Or what do they do? Yeah, they do like a little you know, like a little like stitches there or something. And they do tattoos over it, or they like you know, what the fuck ever. But you know, so it's free, and you can have a situation where your nipples grafts do not want to take to your body, and they die, and they do not survive. So some people do lose their nipples, which at this point, I just don't want any tits, so that's fine. My biggest fear is dog ears or any breast tissue left over. Those are my biggest fears. October 18th. I've just never been a really big pill popper. Like, I don't even take pills for headaches. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to take pills. Like, I can down some vitamins. Like, I can down all of my daily vitamins that I take, which are like 12 or 13, I don't fucking know. You know, I down them all in one fucking go. But, like, I really don't like to take pills like that. You know what I mean? So, obviously, I don't want to be in pain, but, you know, we're not gonna... I don't necessarily see myself having a pill addiction afterwards. It's just something that you got to think about. Because there's been too many cases of people getting hurt at work and then going out on disability and getting the fucking, you know, and getting the fucking... What the fuck is that? Getting the, you know, the Norco and the Xanax and the oxycodone and fucking all that other shit, and really just destroying their lives. It's not even like they were drug addicts. They literally just fucking, you know, got presented something and kind of just, you know, when you have to take it and it feels good. You know what I mean? Of course somebody can get addicted, you know. It's pretty easy when it's provided by the fucking, what is it, FDA? The government? Hi. Look at these things. They're so... Look at that one. Why are you so scared of me? Can you relax? I love you. I love you. Yeah, you too. And my other baby. He's mine. Yeah, he's good. What's up, Andrew? Best be strong and not take them. Well, that's what I was gonna get into, is you do have to stop smoking weed, but you can take edibles. Not before, but like during, because the coughing, like you gotta imagine coughing. I don't want to imagine it. Actually, fuck that. Like, I'm just gonna think that I'm gonna burst open and everything's gonna fall out for the longest time. And like, I don't want to cough, so I mean, you could take edibles, but like, edibles have never been like a, they don't hit like that. Maybe they do nowadays. Like, no, after, you know, fuck that. They tell you, and well, it's because it messes with the anesthesia. And it does raise your, that can very well be why I may have a little bit of a high blood pressure, because it does, you know, it increases hot, you know, your heart rate, and it gives you the munchies. I don't know why. You want to know why I think I have high blood pressure, and this might be completely wrong. I don't, there's a lot of days, like most days, when I eat, we'll put it like this. When I have breakfast, I'm like, wow. Like, how is this happening? Because we don't, you know what I mean? If someone's not making it, if we make breakfast ourselves in the morning, and then like, you know, like, fucking still have time and you're not late and shit, like you wake up early enough to cook yourself breakfast, like, wow. You know, if we have breakfast in the morning, period, it's like a big deal. So there's a lot of times that I don't eat, and I'll go all fucking day without having a decent fucking meal. And then when I get home, I'm to the point where I'm like, before I get home, I get nauseous. And then after I get nauseous, I'm not hungry anymore. It's like my body finally said, you know what? Ugh, fuck it. We're gonna pass away. So fucking, I don't eat for like, there's a lot of times that I don't eat like anything throughout the day. And then I have one meal, and it's probably not the best fucking meal. And I think that, well, it's proven that when you don't eat in the morning and you eat in the afternoon, you spike your blood sugar, and I don't fucking know. Rosie O'Kelly? And then the vaping, and I do, like, I don't know. And then there's a little bit of depression in there, which all of, like, the busyness and, like, it's not even busy. Like, I'm thinking, now that I have 2 jobs, and I'm literally like, what time is it? Okay, it's 12:28. I have 2 jobs now, and I'm like, fuck, like, I can't do shit. Like, I debated even going live because I don't want to get carried away and lose track of time. And fucking, you know, like, now I'm like, wow, you thought you didn't have time when you had one job. You're just like not wanting to get the fuck up, and you're lazy. now I really like have to pick one day and cook all of my food. I do. It's fucking yes, it's and then, I don't even know. I feel like I've pushed that boundary of like when you start feeling nostalgic, or it was not nostalgic. That's the wrong word. Oh, fuck. I'm reading books every day. The brain is getting better. We're working on it. What is it? Not euphoric. You feel like shit, and it's almost like you don't. It's hard to explain. You literally feel like you're gonna pass out and die. um, it used to happen when I pushed my intermittent fasting to like 20 hours. I'm reading Seth Rogen's book, Yearbook. It's very good. I recommend it. I work in a kitchen, and then I work at a homeless shelter. It's very like LA, like you're what's up, dog? Lightheaded. No, it's there's a word for it. My mom knows because I was trying to explain it to her what I felt the first time I felt it. I was like, oh, this doesn't feel good. And I don't think I ever really felt that when I was tweaking and I would go days without eating. But you know why? Because we weren't exercising. We weren't like, hit cardio every morning, pushing like really burning calories. So you probably and then I was on drugs, but you really do. There is a point where, and I've pushed that boundary to now I don't know where it's at. Like I can go all day probably without eating, without drugs. Like it just, what did I eat today? Or yesterday? I had half of a breakfast burrito, which was made at home, so it's a regular sized fucking tortilla. It's a burrito sized tortilla. Not even half. Yeah, half. I had half of that. And then at 5, I had this plate of food. Nobody likes to eat it at work because it gets brought, and it's a homeless shelter, but that shit was tacos, and I don't pass up tacos. So I had me some chicken tacos, 2 with a little, that little corner of the styrofoam thing of beans and rice, and that's it. And I didn't eat again. I'm drinking a beer. That's probably another reason why. What do? I pass out. We take turns on who does dinners, because it's really legit. Like the dinners are, you open the damn window, you have your little thing, you have your little system of what you do. I'm sure not everybody gives them fucking napkins and salt and pepper, but I have my system down because I've worked at a booth, so I'm like, any of this, any of that. It's literally like a thing that I say to everybody. And fucking, I do that, and then you sit there, and you just wait for people to come up from 5 to 6:30. And so, when you're waiting there, you can be eating, you can be reading, you can be watching IP2 bullshit, which I do. I do pop into the chat every now and then when I'm at work. Yeah, I do know it. That was one of the biggest things of working 2 jobs, is I just wanted to stay healthy. But I do, I check the bathrooms and the showers. You never know. The bathroom was always a good prime place for people to do drugs in the house. So I'm sure at the shelter, people are slamming heroin and smoking meth and doing other weird shit. So you check the bathrooms, make sure that nobody's passed out in there. If you don't get a response when you knock, I always give them some time, and I come back. I not like time. I give them like 5-10 minutes, and I fucking come back. Like, I'll finish my round. There's a lot of shower. There's a row of bathrooms and then showers, and then fucking like when I finish the showers, I'll come back and knock on that door. I've never not gotten a response, but when you don't get a response, you have the keys at some you need to make sure the person's okay, so you do rounds in the dorms, which is men's and women, and you make sure that people aren't ODing in there or having fucking sex. I guess you can't do that. I don't know. Don't ask me. I didn't think about it until now why that's such a problem. Like, you can give people contraceptives. Sex is sex. It happens. They're homeless people, so they can't fuck. Excuse me. Or are you trying to keep the payment of drugs and, like, the sex thing out of that? I can get that, but, like, sex is sex. Get the fuck over it. They can't fuck. You gotta make sure that people are not, like, hopping the fences and escaping, I guess. Like, they're on lockdown, so, because, like, one person has COVID, 2 people have COVID, so they can't really leave, which it's fucking weird because they're still leaving. Like, I don't get it. I shut my fucking mouth, and I know what I'm supposed to be doing, and I just do it, and I don't want to get into anybody's fucking business. But now, if you're gonna be doing that shit, like, we're not allowed to give ice out of the freezer, the little, like, pushy thing. And I'm like, I don't get that. But it doesn't really work that well. So if, like, you give out ice all day, ain't nobody else gonna get fucking ice, and it's gonna take like 2 to 3 days to make it, right? So, like, I get that, but, like, today I gave out ice because it was fucking hot, and it was the first time that I had ice because it was that hot. And if I needed ice, I'm sure they fucking needed ice. So I gave, it's like fucking 4 or 5 pieces of, like, the good ice, like that oval ice, into the cup. And I just fucking, you know what I mean? Like, suppose we were not supposed to do it, but, like, that's the one thing. And then the chick fucking duped me again. The chick that fucking, whatever. The laundry room closes at 7, and, she's like, let me get my shit out. She talks like this. She's like, hey, baby. I get my shit out of the a little bit. And I was like, all right. So I fucking, and then the homie comes in and is like, that shit closes at this. This shit closes at 7. Miss Patricia. And I was like, damn, she got me again. This bitch. But anyway, that's the whole fucking thing. And then, like, police come. People don't want to leave. You got to, like, write incident reports and shit. They try to. I was on lunch and some shit happened, and they were like, you got to write an incident report. And the homie was like, we weren't even around. Like, it was, whatever. It's drama. It's a lot of drama. It's not as much physical as it is mental. It's a lot of mental. You got to deal with people talking, like, shit to you. And it's not even, like it is. They know what they're doing when they, they misgender me at this point. Like, when it's intentional and when it's not. And when it's intentional, you kind of just gotta, like, I haven't figured out a way to even say it to somebody that's, like, where it's, like, not intentional. You know what I'm talking about? So I kind of just fucking ching. That's cool. I got a job here. Ching. You're not going to make me lose it. Ching. Go ahead and call me what the fuck you want. But sometimes it's hard. And it, like, today, like, I have to bring the COVID people their food. And I only brought one because I didn't think, or maybe I knew. I don't fucking know. And, like, I brought the one guy, and he's like, where's his food? Like, pointing to the other dude. And I was like, do you want food? And he's like, yeah. And it's just, like, it's rudeness. There's a lot of rudeness you have to deal with. But at the same time, I do carry an energy. Maybe it's an energy where, like, today, like, fucking whatever. And then some guy, I was walking by, he didn't have to apologize or say anything. And he was all like, I just wanted to let you know that if I was a little rude to you, and I'm sorry, I'm not like that. And for the most part, they all call me, Devin, and, well, they don't know my other name, but call me by my pronouns. Nobody really disrespect the hood niggas. They're like, him, this Devin. You know what I mean? Because, like, it's very great. It's good. I actually am starting to like that job more than I like my first job. And it's not because my first job sucks. It's just that my first job can become so repetitive that I don't know, like, I'm a hard worker. I just get it done, but, like, it's not bad. There's just a lot of more variety and drama at the other place. So I'm all like, let's get in here. You know what I mean? He hasn't been going live a lot. I think it's Elisa. She's changing him. 12:39. Literally 11 minutes after I asked when the next... I have anxiety bad. What are you about to say, Elisa? Oh, fuck. Well, guys, now you guys can literally troll me for not having a selfie stick, because I really do make enough money to buy one. I made enough money before, but now I just make, like, neeners. You know what I mean? And it's probably going to be harder to... You guys all know that I work 2 jobs now, but fuck that. Like, I never really come on here. It starts that way. A few times it has started like, we're going to do fire sales. And I had one legit good-ass fire sale day. And it was fun as fuck. But normally, I will just come on here and do fire sales for free. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there is no sale. It's just fire shots. Or it's just nope. Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. I have Sunday off from both jobs. Sunday's my only day off from both jobs. That's why we do the live show on Sunday now. We do it Sunday. I would like to do it a little bit earlier, but I don't know, because there's like oh shit, I didn't even think about that. Oh my god. Oh my god, I fucked up. I work too much. I just work too much. I like have really bigger and better things that I want to do. And like, I've known that it takes a lot of hard work. And I've done this before. I've had 3 jobs. Didn't last very long. But, because it's just like no time for sleep. But, like, I've done it before. And I knew I needed to do it. But now we're just strapping down and really doing it again. I think we're like hitting like probably like a little, we're like getting out of our depression hole. I don't feel like my room isn't really that dirty. Guys, I don't have a laundry pile. Guys, my floors are stained. I get that. But look, bro, I have that because I'm getting rid of it and my hairnet. But like, like, bed is half made, dog. Like, what you talking about? Like, we're kind of out of our, my presence has been missed? Really? By who? Yo, the stains is... Yo, I have only been here, so check this. I moved here in 2015. The person that was living here before me had been here for 30 plus years. Okay? Um, and this is a house that I actually got babysat at. So I have, this house isn't, it's new. Like, I don't remember. Like, I see the pictures and I'm like, oh, but I can't, like, I don't remember being here really, but you know what I mean? Like, so she used to keep her dog, like, blocked in right here, right where you guys are. So there's a lot of fucking stains there. They came in, they cleaned the carpets when they first got here. But these stains, they just keep coming back. It's like I don't know. I get it. But it's not, I'm not necessarily tired. Like, I am, but I think I'm getting used to it again, because, I've worked graveyard. I've worked every shift that you can work, I've worked. I've worked door-to-door sales for solar panels. Like, I've done a lot of different shit. So when it's starting to feel like it's not work a little bit at the second job. There's been a lot of issues at the first job, which is now kind of started to become, it's starting to feel like, but I like the people that I work with. I even like the bosses that I think feel like I'm some irresponsible piece of fucking shit when I literally just go in there and do whatever they tell me to do. You know what I mean? But whatever. And I do it, I'm putting my effort into it. Whether they think it's fast or not, fine. But I do know that when we've ran the line and it's been a day where it's like, oh, we gotta do 2 batches of fucking crackers. You know what I mean? We've gotten through the first batch. At least it's been, I think I've set a record. Okay? I'm just saying. I think I set a record at work a little bit that nobody knows about, but it's a record in my head. And what was it? Like 2 hours of fucking, was it 15K batch of dough of crackers can take fucking 3 to 4 hours to, like, just, you know what I mean? Or, I think I set a record, but it's cool. It's fine. It's cool. So, I've been on the line when we've gotten shit done. Just today, just yesterday, I fucking, cleaned all them damn granola fucking molds out real quick as fuck. And because I figured out the thing is everybody wants to stack them and move them to the table because they're thinking it's going to be faster. No, what I did is I took them by 4 and I put them ass to ass. So no excess water was getting, because they stack the bottom into the, you know what I'm talking about? Like, they stack where you're putting the granola goes directly into the bottom of that mold. So they stack very nicely. But when that mold is wet, you're spending a lot more time cleaning them out because they're like, you stack them. You know what I'm talking about? Instead of taking them 4 by 4 and making sure where that water is going. So it didn't take me very long. I was like, damn, I'm fucking knocking this shit out, bitch. Like, what you talking about? MJ DeMarco, trading your time for money. Well, that's cool. It sounds like they're going to be talking a lot about buying and selling. Are you a buyer or a seller? You know what I mean? Which is, if you guys have never been to any of those insurance, where if there's a friend that you don't really hang out with, and then all of a sudden they want to take you somewhere, and they're like, all you got to do is come to my house and we're going to go, and you ask them, and it doesn't seem like we're going out, you're probably going to a seminar for, like, some bullshit that you're not going to sign up for. Just saying. What am I drinking? I think so. What is Sculpin? I've had Sculpin, I've had Sour Monkey, I've had Schwammies, which I think is a double IPA. Um, I've had fucking, what is that? I've had Lagunitas. I don't think that Lagunitas. I've had 805. I've had God, I can't even think. Mango Cart, Space Dust, uh, fuck. What was on that damn shit? Lots of stupid fucking beers. What are the dark ones? Give me a dark one. I probably had it. Or like, you know, with the ones that you see when the tap. Because I've worked at a bar and grill, and that's like, they used to come by, dropping the swag off. That's how I got, what was it? Where did my Schwami fucking sunglasses go? Or not Schwami, what is that? Porter? Something. Pizza Port. I'll read it. I have time. I have one book in line. I have this book that I'm trying to finish, and then another book that I want to read, and then I'll read that book. But I should be able to get through them. If this fucking job keeps me, because I'm literally gonna leave for like, I'm thinking that I can do that job after a month, or like at least once I get home after that week and we're recovering. I think after a month, if I play it cool and safe, I can do light duty there. You know what I'm talking about? Even if I have to just be there just to make a presence so they don't fucking like get rid of me. Like, I really want to keep my second job. But we're just hoping and we're praying. Chat, if you have any time throughout your weeks and days leading up to October 18th, if you can just put a little bit of positive energy out there for the, like, my waiting list. I know a lot of people don't get on a waiting list to, like, extend their shit, but, like, I need to extend my shit a little bit. Just saying. I'm just saying. It's the reality of the situation is October is way too fucking close now. If they were to call me back in June, even last month, the beginning of last month, or even the ending of May, I would have been like, October is doable. If I were to have been in the same situation, you know, we're just barely getting our first paycheck, and what is it? Count the weeks. So there's August and September. That's 8 weeks, and then you have the 18th, right? So 14, that's 8, 9, 10 weeks, right? And then 4 days, and then we have what? How many weeks out of this? So we have 10 weeks and 4 days that we know of. Is it morning? Okay. Good morning. Hazy little thing, garage. Hazy little thing, shawarma. Shawarma. Just what we need. Another confused telling us about the world and how it goes. Clout gangster, you're a bitch. Shut up. Stay going into everybody else's chat. You don't have to come here. Goodbye. See yourself out, sir. Ugh. Does anybody know, and I know this might sound stupid to you guys, but within the last year or two, sir has become a thing that people are saying, and I'm leaning toward a fucking show that has made it popular, or some type of celebrity or song or saying or gif or something, because that's very polite, and that shit died out and now it's back, and like, sir, and then you don't use all of it, you don't say ma'am, You know what I'm talking about? So, like, where did Sir come from? Because I'm seeing it everywhere. My best friend was saying it, now that everybody else is saying it, and I know it sounds stupid because people have said it, but it's not. Like, it's like a fucking, it's like a, I don't know, it's fucking weird. Like, it's become like a fucking, their cats are Sirs. Cats have never been Sirs, have they? I don't know. But I felt like this, like, you guys don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. What are those damn shows that people are watching? Sons of Anarchy, The Walking Dead, fucking, what is that dumb shit? Stranger Things. Oh, King Hawaiian. Am I smoking Reggie? No. I'm smoking Platinum. Is it Platinum OG? I don't know. No, not really. You want to see the nugs? I mean, I'm paying $50 for 14 grams, but it's not bad. I mean, not really. I mean, it smells great, but it's not. I can tell the difference. Like, it's not what you're gonna go to a shop, and this is gonna be. Let's see. What were their tiers? This isn't the lowest. This is gonna be. So you have your bullshit that I always check because you never know, and then you have your shake mix. There's small nugs of everything, which is good. But then you have your next tier, and this might be towards the bottom because of the looks, but the way it smokes, tastes, and smells, I mean, and the nugs, like, I'm just saying, I don't know. We've smoked a good amount of this already. Oh, shit. We got a hairy nug now? Nope. I mean, it's a Christmas tree. Fucking make a wish or whatever the fuck you do. You know what I mean? It's, not... What are his damn things he told me? Lemon cherry. God, that shit smelled like cherries, too. Lemon cherry something. Fuck, I wanted to buy that. But, like, I'm a Jew in a little bit, if we're gonna do stereotypes. I'm like, he had $40 too, but I wasn't gonna stoop that low. You know what I mean? The 40 wasn't that bad, but we still got the 50 because it's been consistent and it's good and it's $50 fucking dollars for. I could have spent $80 for a fucking ounce. Let's get it together. No, it's not exclusive. That's not exclusive. I think he had something called. It wasn't gelato. There was something in front of the gelato because I bought the gelato and that's fire. He had it at 50. He also had actual Gorilla Glue, the actual Gorilla Glue that you'll see in the shops. Gorilla Glue for $50 too, and I was copying that for a minute. But he had like lemon cherry. He had 50s, 60s, 40s, and I think he even had 70s at this point. Like, his weed is dope, bro. Like, and he delivers. And when I go to him, he gives me a variety of weed to look at. So it's like I'm in the motherfucking shop, but I'm in a car. And, like, we're not dealing with the anxiety of, like, like, I'm in line and I'm looking at weed and they've been calling like next for the last 30 fucking seconds and I haven't fucking heard. There's none of that shit. I get in there, he gives me weed, I pick it and I get the fuck out. But he's a homie, so I do, he's been the homie for a long time. Like, he literally caught me outside of a fucking weed shop and was like, hey, Smokey, Smokey. And I didn't hear him. And I went in there and bought some shit and I came out and he showed me what he had. And he's like, "Yo, I was trying to catch you before you go in there. Like, I have better deals than the fucking shops, and half of the time, like, what you're buying isn't even gonna be that good." Like, he knows where it's coming from. He knows what's indoor, what's grown indoor, what's grown outdoor. His 40 was outdoor. Or what's the better one? I think outdoor is less controllable. So, like, you're gonna probably get Reggie most of the time, unless you're really taking care of your plants and you know what you're doing from outdoor. But indoor is controlled. It is a controlled environment. You can literally, hydro is a thing. That's also indoor. Like, hydro was like a thing back when I was a kid. They're like, that ain't no hydro. You know what I'm talking about? But, like, whatever. Do I think that Cappy is pussy whipped? I don't think he's gotten the pussy. And if he has, I feel bad for him in a sense that, well, maybe not, because we don't know the dynamic of that whole relationship. It could be a love triangle. But at the same time, and normally in the love triangle, in Andy Dick's case, he's going to be getting something out of it. You're not just going to fuck this person that he's supposedly engaged to or marrying whenever, or whatever. Isn't that his, like, ex-wife? I don't get it. I really am lost. I've been lost. I don't know if you guys are lost. I don't really know. I could have sworn Elisa was Andy Dick's ex-wife. Maybe they're getting married again. But there has been a lot of times. I've talked about it on my last Drizzle Live show. If you want to go and look at that, go drizzlelive.com. It takes you right to the fucking YouTube page. We did a really good bit on basically Captain and the whole, thing, and, Goopy, and, or, Goo, and all of that shit. But yes, there's been times, and with Beck, we talked about that, and there's been times where, like, that, he I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, it's weird. I'm not paying no $500 fucking tab for fucking anybody at that point. Not even if I'm fucking you. Like, if I'm fucking you and we're doing that, you gotta have a respect that you're paying half, and we're doing this halfsies. I'll even do 3/4 of it. But this ain't how it roll. And if that's how you're hanging out with them, and it started off as like a friendship, they should already know. Especially if Elisa is Elisa, it shouldn't be a pay the whole thing unless Cappy is offering it up. Because Elisa, to me, I don't know who she is, but it doesn't seem like she will have a problem paying her restaurant bill. You know what I'm talking about? Yes, okay, so he's simping out. Thank you for getting me back on track. Yes, he's simping out. I was getting there because he's fucking paying an extreme amount of money, period, whether you're fucking or not. Like, Jesus Christ. And she's getting married? Like, let Andy Dick do that. How about slide in there? If you were really the Spanish, like, fucking Zorro, or like fucking romantic fucking Rico Suave, you wouldn't have to pay shit, and you'd be sliding in there just fucking her on the low. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? You'd just be like, like, yeah, what's up? But, yes, he's simping out. Is she really fucking pretty? Yes. Do they have a musical interest that, if I played the guitar like that, and I met somebody like Elisa, and they played the piano. I mean, she played the piano, just me, I was impressed. So if, like, I had a musical talent in that way of, I mean, I can play, but I can't play like Cappy. I can learn, but it's going to take me, a while to, So yeah, I do see that there could be things in common that they can. So it's, did I watch like 30 seconds of that stupid fucking clip of where they're like looking into each other's eyes in the fire? Like, I was like, yeah, I didn't watch the whole thing, so I can't say anything really about it, but it did look like, you know, if there was any night that he could have fucked, it was probably that night. But then you guys gotta understand he's been ending his streams a lot, so we don't know what's happening. So I think it's really interesting. I think that Captain would be a great person. I'm getting swag jacked by Alchiboon. I don't know if he knows that he's doing it, but I wanted to interview Casey before he even came out and said he was interviewing Casey. And then Homeboy wanted me to get Gucci's and me, like, when she's over there. Even, like, I don't know. It's just been a little bit weird because, I don't know. But she didn't return my text messages, so I couldn't get her on the live show. And then, the next fucking, couple days, what was it, just 2 days ago, he had her interviewing her, now he's interviewing. I just think I'm getting swag jacked a little bit, so I don't really want to say. I kind of already exposed it. I would love to have Cappy on the Drizzle live show, just to really get an idea of where he's at, and what he's doing, and what he's getting out of it at this point. I want him to be real as fuck. You never ask somebody what they're making, whether they're a man or a woman. It's very, very confusing. But I'd like to think that if you're that comfortable to drop $500 on a fucking tab for a restaurant and you don't even drink like that, you've got some money. You know what I'm talking about? So I think Cappy would be a great person to have on the show. Will he do it? I don't know. Does he even really consider me? I'd like to figure out what Cappy considers me. Honestly, it's not going to hurt my feelings. I deal with people trying to trigger me for 8 hours of the day. And then if I go out and hang out with IP2 people, do you think that the chat is not trying to trigger me? You know what I mean? Like, they talk shit all the time. So, like, just be honest. Like, what do you consider me? Is it a business partner? Because if it is, I ain't that important. Which is fine. Is it a friend? Because, again, I really ain't that important. But he does have his own shit going on. Actions speak louder than words. Cappy would be a great first interview. But we do have another one that I don't think has been mentioned live that you guys know about. That is something that makes me really fucking nervous. That I like, fucking my cheeks are hot. Like, thinking about it. But like, I have to write questions down and like think about, like it's like a huge thing. It's just fucking whatever. And don't obey. I'm sarcastically funny. Well, what is that guy? I could totally put Surfer Andy, or what is his damn name? Capitano Cantanito. That would be his romantic name, huh? Capitano Cantanito with a rose in his mouth. Elisa, okay, so I watched briefly, did they make a song together? Is that what happened? Because I was like, I could have sworn she was like trying to go to bed, and then here you are at 12 something. Where was I? I was at work, and I was like, what's happening right now? Should she be in bed? I don't know. They're obviously friends at the least. you provoke people to think first before they react. I don't even know. Am I stupid? Fuck. Like, literally, I was reading a fucking one of the residents. It's so crazy. There's been a lot of synchronicities. Like, I was thinking, just like, yeah, we're resident assistants, but these people aren't people that can't offer good advice or anything like that. I was just like thinking in my head while walking around and doing my shit. And like Jennifer is like, she comes up for dinner and she says some fucking, I don't fucking know. She's fucking a tweaker. But anyway, she says something about like fucking, what was it? Oh, I left the fucking shit at work. Oh, fuck. Basically, her life number was 9. And I was like, how do you get that? And she's like, I'll read it to you later. And you just take your birthday and you add it up. And then, like, I don't fucking know what she did. And then she got 9. She's like, oh, both of our life numbers are 9. And I was like, okay. And then she told me a site to go to and said that I need to know my node or, like, my, basically what where my sun is rising and my moon and all of that other shit. And, you know what I mean? And, like, so I put my shit in. And fucking I don't know the minute that I was born, but I know that it was 10 p.m. at night on a Wednesday, March 14th, 1990, and I fucking put that in. But before I even put that in, what I was getting from this shit was, like, spot fucking on. And, like, I didn't get to finish, I guess my ascending is in Scorpio. I don't know. Now I feel like it's getting a little weird, but I didn't even put the time of birth in at first, and it was just, like, spot fucking on. And it felt really good reading it because sometimes I feel like maybe like, and like, I'm just a person, you know what I mean? There's nothing really that special about me. Like, I know that I'm real, that like, people tell me the things that people tell me, great. But like, there's nothing really like that separates me spiritually. Like, I don't know anything spiritually, like the moons and the fucking shit. And, like, I was reading it, and I was like, wow. Okay. So they know me? Do they have a camera on me? Or, like, what is it? And, like, I'm not a big Zodiac person by any means, but that was really nice to read that. It was refreshing, and I felt, like, in a cliche way of saying it, I felt seen, and I didn't feel fucking, like, just a fucking, you know what I mean? Like, I felt seen. I felt like people, like, it's almost like when, you find somebody that's also into the weird shit that you're into, you know what I mean? That you never thought that you'd find somebody that's into the same shit. And I was just like, wow, that's very refreshing. Great, good. So I'm not fucking crazy. His slave for donuts. Captain said extra donuts. His slave for donuts. The only reason we come. Right. Well, I will say that Cappy is not a dumbass. He does have some intelligence and things. I can give you an example is I'm not big on like wars and the Palestine and all this shit and like things going on in different countries. You know what I mean? And he talked a lot about the Palestine, what was it, and the other shit, I don't even know. And, like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't look it up, but he fucking, like, like, he could probably tell you what a communist is, and a capitalist, and a liberalist, and, or is that even a word? A liberal, and a fucking I don't know. I'm not political. If that's what makes you, I mean, maybe it doesn't make you smart, but it makes you knowledgeable of things that I don't even, to me, like, you know what I mean? I don't really give a fuck. Like I do, but I don't. Like I do, but I don't. Like I care because it's there and it happens and like fucking I want to know, like I want to be able to be like you fucking communist. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like whatever. Like like but he seems like he's knowledgeable in things. He's not stupid. So would you listen to a person off camera, having a real conversation with you? Whether it be Cappy, me, or somebody else, maybe. But do I think that his online, I found he's funny. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, he's funny. And it's not even what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is, like, can I even hang out with him? Like, off stream? Like, we did the park thing. Oh, so we did the park thing. We did the park rave. He was really, really cute. I really liked that. The park thing, he was super cute. Really thought he was enjoying himself. I lost weed. Don't care. That was super cool. But, like, I just don't know how he is off camera. He was super cute. Like, he was, like, dancing and, I just wish his stream was off. But I understand what was happening, he was having a good time. And if Cappy will tell you anything, he'll tell you that I've told him multiple times he needs to take more time for himself. People use me all the time. People have used me all the time. People use me all the time, dog. Bro, who are you hanging out with that's any better? Who are your friends? Have they, and if they have, great. Then fuck me. But did they push you to do anything better? You know what I mean? Are they the best people to hang out with all the fucking time? Can you take them to a business party, a wedding, and a fucking regular birthday party, a fucking kid's birthday party? I mean, you got your different friends for everything, dog. So, like, at the end of the day, like, you got your friends that are, like, half-time friends, part-time friends, you know what I mean? And then you have your full-time friends. And then even in your full-time friends, if you're not categorizing your full-time friends, because that's what's happening, and it's happened all the time, but now because of social media, people are just saying what the fuck, you know what I mean? They feel, and it's like, I got 5 friends, and like, there's probably that one friend or 2 friends that like I just vibe with no matter what all the time. But I have those other 3 friends that, like, they're really, really good friends, and they're there for me no matter what, and I'm there for them. But they're not, like, the fucking same across the board. You know what I mean? Real friends, and this is where I'm at. Is Cappy a friend? You know what I mean? I don't know. But even then, I have, like, my friend William that I'll pop up every now and then. It used to be I'd pop up, like, probably every other week or, like, every other day. But it's been, like, less. You know what I mean? But, like, I can still call him. I can go over there and fucking talk to his mom, his wife, his kids, his fucking, his dad. Talk to him. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, like, a big deal. But he's not a staple of my weekly talking. Really, nobody is, to be honest. There's not one single person that hits me up every day. Not one. There's not that one person, you know? And that's cool, whatever. I mean, I don't really think I have that. We can run down the line. Like, we can try. Let's run down the line. Because I don't think I really have that. But that's cool. Like, what is that? I think it would be, you know, you remember those friends where they'd be like, you know, you'd call them and you'd be like, where you at? Like, walking up to your house, or like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm fucking sad. They're like, I'm pulling up right now. Wait for me. I don't have those. I think because I'm that friend. But like, you know what I mean? I don't really have a lot of friends. Not really. I mean, I have some, but they're, you know, I'm older, you know what I mean? I could use that as an excuse all day long, but like, you know. No, I don't think I have a lot of friends. That's okay. I mean, that's okay. Yes, I was born a female. Oh no, it's not your friend's job to build you up. And I think that that's why, you know, relationships and friendships can end because there's balance to everything. Now, do I think the way that you worded that is very shitty. Now, do I think that it's your friend's job to deal with your shit all the fucking time? No. I mean, you have to have your other ways of dealing with your stuff. You know what I mean? It can make somebody feel like they are being used, or they can't ever really talk about what's going on with them because you're always talking about what's going on with you. You know what I mean? So, should you gas your friends up? Hell yeah. Gas them up. Be like, hell yeah, bitch. Like, you know what I mean? Or hell yeah, nigga, what you talking about? Like, do that shit. You the best. You got this. Fuck that. Fuck that vagina. Fuck that mouth. Fuck your heart. Or like, you know what I mean? Take care of that kid. Bitch. Like, you got this. Like, fucking buy all that shit. You got it, whatever. You the best. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can be real with them, too. But when you gas your friends up, like, if they fucking, like, if you're feeling something that they're doing, or, like, they're doing something, you know what I mean? Like, gas them up a little bit. Like, if they're doing something that they're excited in, or whatever, gas them up. Like, that's, you know what I'm talking about? You know? Like, just make, you know, like, make them feel good about themselves. You know? Because that is part of your job as a friend. What is a friend to you? When I need you, I want you to be there. When you need me, I want to be there. And I should be there if you're there for me. You know? Like, you know, whatever the deepness is of it, whether you finish your guys' sentences or you just have the same interests, whatever it is, at the end of the day, when your friend is feeling down, you have an option to just be the yes man, or you can, I mean, sometimes they're not wrong and sometimes they are. But at the end of the day, how do you write a paper? You don't just write a paper just talking shit about the whole fucking subject, or just gassing up the whole fucking subject. the way that you write a paper is you introduce your idea, and then you break that thing down into ways that everybody can relate to it. However many fucking paragraphs you want. You need your pros of why people should do this, why it is a great idea, and why you think it's a great idea, and how it can change whatever, and then your cons of why you understand why this could be a bad idea. What the consequences are of that. Even when writing a paper. Now, you can free write, you can, what do they call that? Whatever. But the way that you write a paper, the way that it makes sense to me when someone is trying to explain shit to me, if you're just somebody that's just like, then you're a biased opinion. What, did you play baseball? Is that why you're trying to make me feel like baseball is the best sport? Because all I heard was how great baseball is. I haven't heard one time that it might be boring as fuck watching it at home. You know what I'm talking about? So, like, there's pros and cons to everything. So you want to gas your friends up, but you also want to be real with them. Do you want to, is it your job to, like, build this whole person up to, you know, like, be like, no. Because at the end of the day, they're a fucking grown adult. You know what I mean? And they've got to figure out their own way. And if they're pushing it all on you, you know, it can make another person feel stressed. You know what I'm talking about? But, like, that doesn't make that person a bad person. At that point, I think that you should invest, if you can, more energy into figuring out how you guys can both work together. Because at that point, they really fucking need you. Friendships in general, I mean, I think we have to separate, and we haven't figured out, I mean, do I think that there's real friendships in IP2? Yeah, I think Attila and Geezer actually really do enjoy each other's company. I think that Stop Speeding and Dope District really can vibe together. You know what I mean? You know, so I think there are friendships within, but I think it's almost like a big fucking clique. Like, if you know, like, you're, you know, like, what is your end? You know, I guess my end is being fucking entertaining. You know, I'm entertaining to people, but is that valued? And you got to go where you're valued. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at. Am I valued in a sense other than business wise? Because I don't mind if they don't, if I go there and they just donate, whatever. But are these people messaging me, you know, every other 3 weeks, or like making sure that I get home safe when I leave where I'm going, you know, leave, you know, the RV or wherever I'm at? No, the only two people that really hit me up is Cheeto and Attila. Imagine that. So my confusion is my whole thing that is valued right now valued by the people that I kind of hold in a different light? You know what I mean? Like, you know, like Gucci's, for a good example. How does she view me? I mean, she says it a lot, but how does she really, you know, view me? You know, how does she really give a fuck? And it's not something that I'm gonna delve super deep into, because it really doesn't fucking matter at the end of the day, because it's just another fucking person's opinion about you. But if you're gonna go and spend your time and energy, and, like, you know, I can just go to Cappy's RV and I can turn on my stream. I can just be another fucking douchebag. I can not give a fuck about anything, really. Well, no, that's wrong. That's not who I am. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, I I can set the narrative. You know what I mean? The ball's in nobody's court. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to figure out, do I have value in any of these people friendship wise? Like really, really? Or is it just a place to go and get fucking... I go to bars. So what? RV's fucking... The RV is just one big fucking bar that you can do whatever the fuck you want. You can dive off of it. Great. You know what I mean? There's no real big difference. I mean, he's not... You know... he's not like... It's not like Cappy is like... Come over here. Like, brio. You know what I'm talking about? Like, he's not doing that. Like, my presence... Which is upsetting at some point. It's not even really needed, you know, like, I'm not needed there. Like, he has his own thing going on. You know what I mean? You know, so I'm trying to figure out where the value is at, because time is money, and time is what we have. That is what is relative to us, because we all die, we all live, we all don't even realize how much time we put into different relationships and friendships and different things that, you know what I mean, at the end of the day are toxic. But like, you know, you go to work, you clock in, and you might not like anybody. You go to a bar and you might not like it, they might not like you. You know what I mean? The difference is there. I would like to think that me and Cappy could probably go to the gym. Me and Gucci's could probably go to music festivals. You know what I mean? Or just, like, do regular people's shit, by the way. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. Like, do we want to go? Like, what? We could probably sit there and take turns on playing music together. That's how Gucci's is with me. I feel like we have, like, or even watch a really good movie that really hits home for both of us. Like Havoc. It's a good movie. Not a lot of people know about it. To me. But she knew about it when I said it. So, like, and that's like that's me and my best friend's movie. And it's a deep thing. So, like, fucking, you know what I mean? I think it could be on a different level. But is it valued in that sense? Should I even give up my time that way? That's where I'm at. That's what I do. Like, that's been the problem with, you know, Cappy to me, because I've had people here in my house that I didn't need to have here, but I had them here because there was no real good and safe idea at that point. Did I want to drop off JJ, leave him there right where he was at that one night? Absolutely, because I had, like, other shit that I needed to be doing. You know, I don't even remember if it was a work day. I could have sworn it was a work day, but whatever. You know, so I've had them here, and, like, for me to come over and to not just be an asshole, and for you just to, like, not give a fuck and, like, just, like, kick me out because you're done with it. Okay, that's cool. I wouldn't do that to you. But, like, my mom always tells me, don't ever expect everybody to be the same as you, which really translates into don't expect everybody to have the same heart as you do. So I get that. But, like, at the same time, like, can we hang out a little bit? Like, we can go to the gym. Hit me up. Like, hit me up. Like, I've been wanting to get just a solid gym friend that will just, like, keep me accountable. And, like, it's really hard because I don't have a lot of time right now. But at least the 3 days, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, where I don't work 2 jobs, I can fucking, you know what I'm talking about? It is, you know. Andrew, hell yeah. Let's go. He's a little baby. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it at all. He wants to leave. He wants to leave. He's a baby. He's a little baby. He's an asshole. He is needy as fuck. If you're on your phone, he is rubbing his head into your shit to where you're mistyping stuff. You're like clicking out of browsers and all of this dumb, stupid shit. He's annoying. He's become really needy, and I don't know if because of my scent has changed, but he wasn't that needy before. Absolutely not. He was just like, I'm gonna do my own shit. And you go and do that, but I bet you'll be here in a couple minutes like, meow, can you have me? Meow, 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 meow. He's a little dickhead. And so is the other cat. Fuck those cats. Fuck these cats. Little assholes. And then the mom. She doesn't even like any of us. And she lives here rent free, by the way. Runs away. Doesn't even care. Doesn't even want me to touch her. Like, what? Bitch, I saved your life. Fucking little hoe. Little bitch. Assholes. These cats are assholes. My cat is my cat, but these other cats are dicks. I don't like him. I mean, I like his face is just so fucking cute. But is he an asshole? Yes. He doesn't come in here. The other cat, Jack, he doesn't come when I call him. He doesn't come in here for love. Tonight he came when I got home to get a pet, and I was like, wow, you care? Oh, cool. I've never had cats that didn't care, and these cats don't give a shit. Those other two cats, they don't give a shit. We could die, and they wouldn't care. They'd be like, where's my food? How am I going to get fed? What the fuck? Right, Mom?
What?
Jack and fucking Kiki are fucking bitch-ass motherfuckers, dog.
Yeah.
They're bitch-ass cats, dog. They just get fed, and that's it. They don't sleep on my bed. They don't come for nothing, dog. Like, get the fuck out. And this dog, like, he's a good dog. He's a good dog. But dogs take a lot of time. He should get walked more. Does he get all the love? Absolutely, the little shit. But, you know, he needs walks, you know, and fucking, you know, dog parks. And like other shit, you know.
He's the best dog. He's not just a
We could have fucking been playing,
he's a super dog.
like,
He's
fetch
super
with him.
dog.
But I think we...
and everything. He's a hero
don't want
dog.
to fucking play fetch anymore. I don't know. Snoop!
Go see. Go see Snoop.
Snooper!
He's looking. Call him.
You just bought Havoc? I'm gonna like it. If you're into... I don't know if you've seen 13. How can I explain it? You're gonna like Havoc. I think you will like it. If you like drugs, sex, kind of like a little bit of high school in there, but not too much. It really delves into it is pretty real. Yeah. I think if you watch it and you think about things, I think it does get pretty real. It is a real ass movie. It doesn't make you feel good at the end. You know, so I think those are some of the best movies. They don't make you feel good at the end. There's no silver lining. There's no... I just ruined it for you, but whatever. Like, whatever. Oh, no. I just ruined it. Let me not say too much anymore, because I'm just going to keep ruining it. Yeah, Requiem for a Dream was our tweaker movie back in the day. That was our tweaker movie, because she was just taking Adderall, which is like, meh. Requiem for a Dream. Train Spotting, 13. You know, all really, really real movies. Fear and Loathing could even hit on some true notes for a lot of people. Basketball Diaries. Fuck, my asshole. Testosterone fire cells? No, we can't do that. High levels of testosterone in your body can, like, extreme levels, which for a cisgender female, you know, don't ask me. Not a scientist. Don't give a fuck. Anyway, they said that it can lead to liver damage and a bunch of other shit. So no, we can't fucking really do testosterone fire cells. No, we can't do it because you can't reuse a needle. So I'd have to get my own needles and I'd have to jab myself over and over again. But you would only get so much out of the 0.5. You get like what? 5 points? Like, I mean, there's a way. If there's a will, there's a way, but it would be kind of difficult. God damn, what is this thing's problem? It would be pointless on my Saturday. It'd be really pointless. I could literally take my dose and you'd be paying extreme amounts of money. Because you're going to make me sit there and jab myself 5 times? Absolutely not. You're paying fucking $50 a fucking shot. I do that though. But you're paying money. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care at all about any organs. We don't care about shit. We don't care. Let's fucking go. I stole from him? What did I steal? Alcohol? Because you guys have seen, the only thing that I still have of Gucci's is the fucking the charger. I still have her nanobot charger. You know what I'm talking about? But like I've returned JJ's fucking power bank. Blade supposedly fucking, I don't know, at one point some shit was asking me about a power bank. I had never seen. I would not be sitting here. The fuck? I'd be using that motherfucker. What? The fuck? What did I steal that I'm not using of Cappy? A guitar? What does he want? What does he have that I want so bad that I have to steal it? If I was a thief. What does he have? Money? Coupons? Alcohol that isn't his? What? What is it? Food? I can't think of anything. I'm trying to make myself feel like an asshole when I think of something, but I can't think of anything that I would want from him, even if I was a thief. Oh, I know. I did. I don't fucking... You know, if it was Waba Girl, maybe. Waba Girl's fire, dog. That shit is fucking good. But I'm gonna go to bed. When you guys figure out what I could have possibly have wanted from Cappy, you let me know, because I can't think of it. And I know that sounds really like an asshole, but it's real. I mean, at the end of the day, what do you got? If I was a thief, what do you got that I don't already have? I think it would be the other way around. Thank you. Good night. I hope you guys fucking have a good night. Thank you for chilling with me. Drizzle Live will be the next time that you guys will see me, probably Sunday. Have a good one.